do story time. So, like, if I start spending late, you already know I'm quitting. Or I might not just go to park. I might just. But yeah, I remember the time I got in trouble for throwing a yogurt cup at a nigga's car. Cause, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. So, it was like a summer day. And me and my cousin and my brother, we were walking down the street. And I had a freaking yogurt cup. And, like, my cousin, he bet me $10. And you know me, if I get a bet, I gotta do it. So, I took the bet. And as we walked down the street, I threw the yogurt cup at the nigga's car. And, like, when I threw the yogurt cup at his car, like, his alarm went off because I threw it kind of really hard. And, like, he had a pit bull. And at that time, we were running down the street. We almost got to the end of the street and turned to this gate parkway. But at that time, he let out his pit bull that he had. And, like, it started chasing us. And, like, knowing me, I was trying to look back and make sure it wasn't gaining on us. And then, like, every time I look back, I would start slowing down. So I had to, and, like, I just started getting kind of scary. Cause, like, you know, if you do something and then you get in trouble, then, like, somebody's after you, you go get scared and you go want to look back. So I was looking back. Then, like, as I could see, the dog was getting closer. And, like, then when I started looking back, then, like, I just started running full speed. I'm talking about, that was another Usain Bolt in it. Mud. But all I know, I just took off down the street. Then, like, we went into this freaking parkway. And, like, we hid there. And the funny thing was that, like, his dog, it saw us going to the gateway, but it continued to go forward. And then, like, it turned off down the street. And so, what made it kind of funny is because, like, at that time, like, dogs, they got a good sense of smell. Like, how this freaking animal go see us and then, like, see us go somewhere and then they go follow us, and then the person could have smelled it. So, yeah, that's why I was laughing, kind of, and my laughing got us caught. So, and what I didn't know is that the man, he was, like, kind of slowly walking behind the dog. But, like, while the dog was running, the man was, like, creeping behind the dog, like, sneaking behind it so we couldn't see him. And, like, we all heard some crack in the gateway. We, like, heard the gate open. And I thought it was, like, just, somebody, coming in to, like, come get some apple. Didn't know was coming. He came in and he just started, looking around. And the scary thing about it was I didn't know what he was gonna do. Like, I didn't want to lose my life because of doing something crazy. I honestly thought we were gonna get put behind bars. So that made the situation even worse. So, and the man, he had, this guy actually had a freaking log off a tree, and he threw it. So he threw it, and, like, my arm, it was hanging from out of the tree, and, like, the branch hit my arm. And, like, knowing how hard the branch was, I started screaming because, like, it almost dislocated my freaking elbow. And that was got a caught, and I fell out the freaking tree, and I landed on the elbow that was hurting. Like, it hurted so bad to, like, where I couldn't get up. And, like, as I was laying in the ground, the man walked up to me, and then it was just so sad. Like, me, I was ashamed. So the man walked straight up to me and asked me, like, he said, you know, who threw the yogurt cup. And at that time, I was so nervous to say anything because I didn't want to get put behind bars. And he said, and I just continued to lay on the ground and be quiet. Then like he snagged my shirt and said, he was like, who freaking threw the yogurt cup? Then me trying to tell the truth, I just said, sir, I did it. And then, oh my God, it's sad. It's so sad to just be telling this. But the man, he pulled me by my shirt and he drug me down the street, and I tried to fight back, but you know, him being older and much stronger than me, he was able to he was able to take control. So what, I saw my brother and my cousin got a tree, but like I didn't want I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want the man to know they would come in and help me. So I just looked at them and gave a thumbs up, like a thumb up signal. Didn't say anything. Oh God, I got D plus, but yeah. And like as they came down the street, they like got they had some apples in their hand, and my cousin had like 5 apples in his hand. My brother, he had the log, and as they came down the street, I like did a signal like throwing my arm saying like throw the stick. Then like my brother threw the stick at the back of the dude's head. Then like I said, throw the apples, and then like my cousin, he just threw the apples, and then like the man fell to the ground. Then like this at that time, we ran away, and like I can't imagine myself being in a situation like that. So at that time, like I got free. We went home, and my mother asked me what took us so long to come back, and I didn't want to get in trouble, so I just said we were walking down the street and we were just talking to our neighbors, and she believed me, but I don't know how. Like it was something about her that day, and she believed me. But like when we went to sleep, I thought about it. I couldn't go to sleep, but I eventually went to sleep. And the next day, I actually woke up to a morning. And like the next day, I actually woke up to a house I'm saying like I went behind bars. But as I walked outside, I noticed my mother. When I woke up and got out the bed and then started walking, I noticed my mother. She wasn't in the house. And so I got real superstitious and curious. So as like my mom was telling me, look, you threw the yellow cup at the man's car, and like he's your neighbor, so he's gonna go by your house and tell your mother. So as I looked at the door, I saw my mother talking to the man. And like I was just heartbroken because I knew my mother, she was gonna whoop me till like I turned red, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So I didn't know what to do. So that time I walked outside and I said, "Mom, what you talking about? What happened?" And then like the man looked at me with a smirk. Then like my mother said, "Oh, so now you throwing stuff at people's cars?" And I said, "When?" Then she said, "Yesterday." And so this one, I admitted to it, but I still got that AB. She got the thickest belt she could and whooped me. And like she whooped me so bad I couldn't even sit down on the freaking toilet. She had a so this the moral of this was to never ever in your life do something so stupid and think you go get away with it like me, cause I actually like, you a little kid, teenager and stuff, you wanna do stuff that like you shouldn't be doing and you think it's funny, but to the person you doing it to, it's like it's harmful to them. So the moral of this is not to do anything that you know you're supposed to be doing, even though it might be funny, you just know that it's affecting the other person in a way. So I just wanted to get that out, and so see you guys on the next video. We out. Okay. Yep, bruh.